Ozark, Arkansas, that is, 187 years old and a year older than the natural state itself.
3 of its oldest residents, though, have lived in town for a combined 250 years. Tonight, we're sharing their stories and their advice for living a fulfilling life. Nestled along the Arkansas River in Franklin County, Ozark, Arkansas was established in 1835. It's home to 3,542 people, more than a dozen churches, and not 1, not 2, but 3 centenarians.
My name is Harold Pickard.
Pearly, Susan, Martin, Bowman,
Margaret Ike.
All born within a day of each other.
I'm old.
I'm 101 years old.
I think I'm 101. Yeah.
Harold is the oldest of the bunch, born in Ozark on September 9th, 1921.
I grew up out in the country, but I finally got away to get to town. Yeah, I remember a lot about my dad and how we worked together. And
his childhood memories include riding horses, playing sports, and school. At 21, Harold volunteered for the draft and went overseas.
First thing to go to World War II, that's a pretty rough place.
After coming home, he was activated to the Korean War in 1951. He's known for using a copper penny to fix multi-million-dollar artillery guns.
I'd like to be remembered for that.
After 22 years in the Army, Harold became an automotive instructor at Arkansas Valley Technical School and taught Sunday school here at First Presbyterian Church for more than 40 years.
I guess it's because no one else wanted to do it.
Harold married his wife Bessie 45 years ago.
Tell her I love her every day, twice a day. We love each other and always have.
They have 7 children, 18 grandchildren, and 15 great-grandchildren.
I didn't know I had that many.
But he has fond memories of spending time with all of them.
We have a good time and we have a good way of eating. We have a good way of traveling.
Someone who's no stranger to travel is Pearly Bowman, born in Patterson Springs, Arkansas on September 10th, 1921, just one day after Harold.
We got started holding revivals, another lady and me, and we held revivals all over the country.
Before she became a pastor, Pearly married Elvis Bowman at 17 years old and moved to Ozark in 1938 before he shipped out for World War II.
I prayed for him all the time he's over there. Yes, I was worried about him while he was in the service.
The Army veteran died a few years after returning home, leaving Pearly a single mother.
It wasn't easy, but by the help of God, we made it. If you have 4 children to raise, you pretty well stay busy.
That included working at a candy factory and later at the hospital, along with founding Full Gospel Temple in Ozark.
Just went around to the ones that was interested and took up enough money to buy the church.
She became its first pastor and taught Sunday school until just a year ago.
We just worked with whoever needed help, and we had our classes in church.
Pearly has 11 grandchildren, 17 great-grandchildren, and 7 great-great-grandchildren. They, too, know her love for God.
When people would come to visit when they left, that we'd all pray, join hands and pray.
Her spiritual well-being is just as important as her physical health.
I walked 3 miles a day, and my children made the garden.
She also eats healthy, canning her own food through the years. Pearly shares a birthday with Margaret Ike.
I'll tell it the way it is.
Also born on September 10th, 1921 in Hays, Kansas.
And if I want to do something, I do it. I don't ask anybody.
Margaret is feisty and has a sense of humor.
My kids probably regret that I'm around, but who cares?
12 kids, 8 boys and 4 girls with her husband Leo Ike. They were married on 11/22/44.
I had a good family, and we all had a good time. And everything went well all the way through.
They moved to Ozark in 1957, and for a while, the Pickards, Bowman, and Ike families were all neighbors.
Very good people. They speak to you. When they see you in town, they'll talk to you.
The couple was married more than 50 years before Leo died in 1999. but the family continued to grow.
Oh, I love my family. And I'll accept them to come home any day they want.
With 25 grandchildren, 45 great-grandchildren, and 11 great-great-grandchildren, it's no surprise Margaret drinks 3 cups of coffee a day.
Getting up in the morning and having a good day. Start the day right.
The lifelong Catholic says the secret to happiness is simple.
I live one day at a time and enjoy it.
On this day, all 3 centenarians and their loved ones gather to reminisce and offer advice to the next generation.
Don't fight with each other. You don't be nice to each other.
Teaching them about knowing Jesus is their personal Savior and taking them to church regularly.
If you're not satisfied with what you're doing, in a matter of a month's time, change it.
One thing all of them agree on, they wouldn't change anything about the last 101 years.
After you get to be 100 years old, you can do what you want.
If it was to do over again, I'd be glad to.
I do the same thing all over again.
As the sun sets on another day in Ozark, their memories of the past build a bridge to the future, filled with family and faith.
This place has been a whole lot of being home.
I'm busy writing down all the one-liners out of that just
Right?
to live 100 years old.
Exactly.
My goodness
When you get to be 100, you can
gracious.
do what you want.
Exactly, yes.
I just love being able
Wow.
to look through all the old photos
Yeah.
with them and just talk
Yeah.
through those memories. That was
Yeah,
really
that
special.
is, you know, to have not only, you know, one person in your hometown that's 100, but 3.
Right.
And you gotta wonder, he's probably one of the few surviving World War II vets around.
Absolutely. At this point in time, for
It's
sure.
amazing.
Yeah.
Great story.
Thank you to
Love
all
it.
of those families for
Yes.
helping us put that together.